Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to another Ranking the Franchise. Now, I know it's been a while since I've done this, but I just ran through all the Toxic Avenger movies, and I wanted to throw my head into the ring with a ranking. Now, this is going to include just the films. This set is pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever actually done a video on it, but this has all of the Toxic Avenger films. It also has the series, the complete series, so we're going to put that aside because I'm just going to be doing the movies. And even though this is cobbled together from some episodes, this is considered one of the films. So, yeah, this is going to be included in the actual ranking. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, there are 5 films, technically, in the series, and let's start at number 5. I'm going to be going from my least favorite to my favorite. At number 5 is Toxic Crusaders, the movie. Now, I do like this. Yes, it's cobbled together from the actual series itself, where they cut it together to make a movie, but it's fun. Not sure if any of you guys used to watch Toxie on Saturday morning cartoons, but yeah, the Toxic Avenger was a lot of fun. But yeah, this comes in number 5. It's the weakest in my opinion, but I do like a lot of the characters in it. They're a lot of fun. Yeah. All right, now let's get into the body of work that is Toxie. Coming in 4th place is The Toxic Avenger Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie. Now, I do like all of these films. I even like the Toxic Crusaders, the movie. This one, of course, is where Toxie starts to work for Apocalypse Incorporated, and he doesn't go bad, but he just gets caught up in the whole thing. It's a fun movie, but it is my least favorite. But like I said, I do like all these films. So yeah, that's number 4. Now coming in at number 3, and this was a tough one for me because this one and the next one could have easily switched places, is going to be Citizen Toxie, The Toxic Avenger 4. This one is a lot of fun. I have one gripe with this movie, and that's I don't know if they did it on purpose or if I don't know, but they messed up Melvin's name, his actual name, when he became the Toxic Avenger. His name's Melvin Junko, but they call him something else in the film, and I was like, what the heck? I had to rewind it like 3 times. And for some reason, I never noticed that before. Just probably a mistake that they left in. But yeah, that's Citizen Toxie, the Toxic Avenger 4. Coming up next is number 2, and that is The Toxic Avenger, the director's cut, the original Toxic Avenger. This movie's a lot of fun, and it showed what Troma was capable of with their low budget movies. It's just a ton of fun. All of these movies are a ton of fun. But this one, I felt like they held back a little bit just because they wanted to tell the origin story of Toxie. And they weren't quite fully Troma yet. And what I mean by that is movies like Terra Firma and Poultrygeist. You know, those movies are just so over the top. And it seems like the more Toxie went along, the more ridiculous it became. And also the more fun, for that matter. Which leaves my favorite Toxic Avenger movie, has always been The Toxic Avenger Part 2. This is where Toxie picks up where he left off in the first one, and he wants to go find his daddy in Japan. This movie's just a ton of fun. This was my introduction, technically, to the DVD or Blu-ray world of The Toxic Avenger, because I do have the Blu-ray of Part 2. And I had that before I had the original. Now, I'd seen them all, but first one I bought was the first one that was available to me through the catalog that I used to order from, and that was Part 2. And then I eventually got Part 1. I have another copy of it upstairs, and so on and so forth. But this one came in the the green case, and it's just really neat looking. I probably should have brought it down, but I didn't. But yeah, just to recap, number 5 is The Toxic Crusaders, the movie. Number 4 is The Toxic Avenger Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie. Then Citizen Toxie, The Toxic Avenger 4. Then the original Toxic Avenger. And finally, my favorite, The Toxic Avenger Part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I've always wanted to do this. I just needed to refresh myself a little bit on the films because it had been a while since I've seen them. But man, these are a ton of fun. And if you're ever lucky enough, like I was, to find this at a really good price, definitely pick this up because it's a great set. It's a lot of fun. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.